Erosion of American manufacturing continues with recent ominous trends. Hello, this is Chart GPT today. The erosion of manufacturing has been going on now for about decades, probably since the late 70s. We'll take a look at that and kind of looking at what's the direction of that going on in the future. Some people feel that there's a deglobalization and deindustrialization of the globe due to geopolitical concerns, due to supply chain issues, etc., etc. So I'm going to take a look at that here. First off, take a look at CapEx. Now, CapEx is the funds used by a company to acquire, upgrade, and maintain physical assets such as property, plants, buildings, technology, or equipment. That includes primarily, mostly of that is going into manufacturing and things like this. So I thought I'd look at the CapEx in terms of what America spends. And here's kind of a chart from the Fed. And take a look at this. In the top bar here, you can see that it's been on a steady climb, and then it dipped through COVID. And then it kind of shot up again, kind of steepened right out of COVID, but now it's leveled off here. At the top, you can see here the middle bar here is the percentage gain, and you can see that it has basically come back to nothing. The index here is on the bottom bar. It shows you the direction since 2021. It's been steady throughout since 2008, 2009, but you can see that we've been in a recent downtrend. So you can see the ominous trends that have recently come about. There's kind of another disturbing number here recently is the capacity utilization is dropped to its lowest since September 2021. So you can see that even though that there has been somewhat recovery of COVID, the capacity utilization, meaning the ability to produce more, is in terms of the spare capacity, is beginning to drop further and further, which is again another ominous sign of recession on the horizon. This chart here is all employees in manufacturing. You can see that it's been on a steady decline here, kind of leveled off since 2010, but it was pretty level all the way from the 1970s through almost to the year 2000, slightly downtrend. The dot-com took a big sudden downturn, and then the Great Recession took another big downturn, not really recovered, pretty flat, and some people feel it's going to take another downturn via AI and perhaps other issues involved. So the future of manufacturing in the U.S. is not looking good, but things change. There might be changes in the way the geopolitics, the way the global trade runs, but for now it doesn't look good in a positive direction. Here's the PMI, Purchasing Manufacturing Index, on a global basis is heading down since 2021. You can see this downward trend, and you can see the different countries there. I think the only one that's really done well is India, that's kind of at least held. Anything below the 50 mark in the PMI index is considered contraction, so we're contracting further. Here's a more detailed look at the U.S. specific, the PMI. It's been in a downward, and again, anything under 50 indicates contraction. So we've been in contraction now for quite some time in terms of the manufacturing index. So the ominous signs are there in terms of potential recession. But looking at the more global picture on a long-term basis, in 1947, after World War II, you can see that manufacturing has been on a steady decline. This goes to 2017, but you can see the steady decline. And there's only three things that have kind of risen, which has kept the U.S. afloat, and that's finance, insurance, and real estate. Then professional business services, the services we've turned into a service economy. And of course, education and healthcare has always been a rise. Everything else is pretty much steady, but the key is the manufacturing downturn. So we asked AI, is CapEx a good indicator? And if it's declining, and shows you a little bit more on why it's a potential problem, indicating poor future growth unless those numbers begin to turn around. And take our online poll. Will industrialization come back to America or not? In the meantime, don't forget to subscribe.